Hi, this is Kim Pinkney, and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, today is day 3 of my 8 days, 100 heads in 8 days challenge. I wanted to try to finish up Black History Month on a very stressful note. Trying to fit in 100 heads into a tiny book. This book only has 25 pages, so I have to squeeze in like 5 to 6 heads on a page. But me, I like to draw big, and I'm learning to draw faster, I guess. I'm going to fill up this page, or at least try to fill up this page today. So far, I'm at this point right here for the gentleman that I had done for yesterday. I've got a Morgan Freeman, Greg Morris, Clarence Williams III from Mod Squad. People probably don't even know what the hell that is. Greg Morris was from Mission Impossible. Dewey Pigmeat Markham. I had no idea who he was, but I thought he had an expressive face, and I looked him up. He's on YouTube, or had there's a YouTube video where they have they claim that it's the first black album. So if you look up Pigmeat Markham or Dewey Pigmeat Markham, you'll see the song that he had sang. Let me bring this up a little higher. So that's what I've got from yesterday. And what else did I do yesterday? These gentlemen yesterday, I had started some of these guys on the screen. We got Boris Kojo, I'm probably saying his name wrong, Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, and Billy D. Williams. Alrighty. And I'm going to go back on a lot of these faces. Like Lupita, I'm going to probably fill it in with color. Some of them I'll fill in with black and white and stuff like that. But for now, I'm going to power through. Let me finish up these pages. So I've got to at least have 5 faces per page or more. I've got a little bit of a blank space there. I kind of want to leave this open. Okay, so back to this one. I had started on Omar Epps, I believe that was his name, or I might be getting him confused with a different actor. Let me go back to my other picture. Oops, I just closed out of my Pinterest. Now I'm getting a lot of photos from Pinterest over the internet, but Pinterest seems to have been taking over the photo the photo thing. Even when I go on Google, I'll end up going back to Pinterest, and it's crazy how that works. Okay, so and I finally figured out how to make them bigger on my phone. I just had to keep moving it open. Let me see. So if you want to see some of the folks that I'm drawing, you can go to my 100 head on my Pinterest. And you're more than welcome to check out some of the faces that I'm using. I have multiples of the same face, or of different folks. Did I not save his picture? Let's see. Oh, here he is. It is Omar. Okay, let me make it bigger. And it's funny, I can zoom in with my Google Slides, with they have a little tool where I can zoom in. But you know, I'm really starting to like my phone. Now I don't really have too much of a rhyme or reason on people that I've chosen. I just tried to find faces of people I recognized. And it's kind of funny going through looking for people, and how much they had, I guess, influenced my life or the movies that I had watched. or stopped watching, no. Or even finding out a little bit more history on the influence of black actors. And it's really interesting how far we've come. Like a lot of actresses, all they played were maids, actors, butlers, handmen, not handmen, but right hand men type of thing, bad guys, victims that had to be saved, or to becoming action stars and heroes, and subject of the main character without having to have the stereotypical, I come from a broken home type of thing. It's just fascinating, some of the roles that black people have gotten. And over the years, it's just like things have changed. And some of the starlets, I mean, these are some of the most incredibly striking women who didn't have the plastic surgery and stuff. They were like naturally beautiful, and enhanced with makeup and things like that. And it's just like, it's just been a pleasure to draw a lot of these people. And I really shouldn't do a challenge like this where I'm just powering through, and I'm like really, there's a lot of people that I'd really like to give a little bit more time to, and even research better. Hey, Tattooed Hearts, good morning. I'd like to research better, do a better study of not only their contribution, but anyway, not to be boring or anything like that. Let me see, I gotta close out some of my little windows here. I've got way too many windows open and I can't see squat. When I can't see the chat, then it's a bad thing. Okay, and also I think I want to focus on some child actors, and that was a challenge in itself to try to find. So I was going through and I found 3, and then I'm just going to have to get creative and whatnot. So let me hurry up and finish Dear Omar. I might end up finishing him on the bus. But it's funny, when I'm on the bus, I took a little bit and tried to nonchalantly look at people, people study. And there was a couple times when I had drawn people on the bus, hopefully without them noticing. And, and it's like, ooh, I love your skin tone. I just want to, it feels weird to go up to somebody and go, hey, can I draw you? Like there's this one good looking guy that rides the bus, but he doesn't talk much. I think I've said hi to him a couple times. And then there's other people that will see me draw and, strike a conversation, or as they're leaving the bus, they get that burst of, oh my gosh, that's good, and then they run off, because it's like, you don't want to disturb me while I'm drawing. A lot of people don't. But sometimes I don't even know when people are watching. Sometimes I'm just so into the zone that I don't even notice. And it was just fascinating, the people that I meet. One week I met a whole bunch of artists and I haven't seen them since. And it was just a freaky thing. One person had done murals. Another person did tattoos. Another one, my buddy drives a bus, and it's just I thought it was pretty tight. So let it not be said that art does not bring people together. Hi, Ro. How are you? Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I mean, at this ungodly hour. This weekend, I'm going to be doing a lot of drawing because I really want to get to that Ariana Grande one. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I told myself that I could start on it if I could power through my day. You know, if I can reach my goal. I'm not liking his face. I don't know. It's just not working for me. And it's taking up too much time. So let me just see if I can get some. And I got my camera's like in my way. Give me one quick second. I just gotta adjust a bit. And it's like crazy hot in here. Where it's snowing up north right now, it's like sweltering here in Florida. Wine, wine, wine. I don't have to unbury a car or anything like that. Or travel through snow or wear 13 layers of clothing to get to work. But man, anyway, so how are you guys? This challenge has just been absolutely bonkers. I think next time when I have the inspiration, you know what, not even then, I think I'm just going to draw like really cool crap. I really want to do some cartooning. I bought this book many moons ago, The Art of Cartooning, I think that's what it was, or Drawing Fantasy Cartoons. I can't remember the exact title. I've got a couple books that I want to share, and even do some of the exercises online for folks that are into that sort of thing, like me. And then eventually, like, come up with my own comic and stuff like that. Yeah, and once I'm done with this challenge, I'm going to just do a whole big video montage of all the drawings and stuff like that. And just put all the videos together in a speed drawing so you can see all this stuff in 3 minutes or more. 3 minutes or 3 minutes or more. I mean, I want to do some manga drawing. I want to draw a little bit of anime or manga, rather. I don't know. I just want to get to the point where I develop my own little characters. So this kind of helps with varying it up a little bit. I am not liking this face. I'll work on another one. It doesn't even look like him, in my opinion. I don't think his nostrils are big enough. And it's so funny to come across pictures where actors are trying to look sexy. It's like, okay, alright, I get it. And you know that they're like comedians. And like Chris Rock. I was going to draw Chris Rock. And it was Chris Rock. I wanted to do Chris Tucker. But as I was drawing him, he's got these pictures where he's like super serious looking. And I'm like, what the? You're a funny guy. And it's like, take me seriously. And, you know, it's really trying to look like an intimidating black guy. You know, it's just so funny. So I wanted to do like a mix. I wanted to do like handsome guys. I wanted to do ugly guys. I wanted to do handsome women, vintage women. Gosh, there's so many different pictures to choose from. It's just finding the ones that are clear. Like the guy from Mission Impossible, the TV show. The black guy that Greg Morris that was in that. Oh, he was good looking. But because the show was so old, it's so hard to find like an HD image of it. You know, or you know, image of him. So it just kills me. I wish I had half the artwork or like TV guides and stuff back in the day when they had really high res of the day back then. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not feeling this particular position this morning. Sometimes I just got to come back with fresh eyes, and I'll see if I can get the likeness. Okay, so moving on. Let's see. Folks that I had selected today. Oh, the kids. Today was about the kids. Let me see if I can find them again. I closed out of my Pinterest again. God damn it, stop going up there, Kim. Oh, good idea. Good idea. Okay, hold up. Let me do Beyonce. She has got an interesting face. Every time I try to draw her, she doesn't look right. Let me see if I can find a good Beyonce. Oh, yeah. Okay, so she's got so many looks, and she's so gorgeous. I need one where I can see her face extremely clear. Let me see if I can find a portrait. Well, I never did her in profile. I got a couple of those. Oh, she looks so pretty here, but it's too tiny. Okay, let's see. I don't like all those shadows. I do, but it's like I don't want anything to obscure. Oh, that's a nice face. And she's smiling. Let's see. Gosh, she's got so many beautiful looks. Let's see. I want one that's like, I don't know, it's like, do I want to do an iconic picture? Do I want to do, and what I mean iconic is something that you've seen all the time, and then if you see it again, it's like, oh yeah. Let me see if I can do, oh, wow, that's gorgeous. Gosh, she's got so many gosh darn looks. Just one really clear face. That one's pretty. I tell you what, Tattoo. Oh. Here's one where she kind of looks like Marie Antoinette. Oh. Can I zoom in? That's the question. I don't think I like that one too much. Let's see. Not for this. I tell you what, Tattooed Hearts, help me out. Find a really good picture of Beyonce, a really close-up look of her face, and you'll see the part that, you know, what I'm going through. And you pick that out and send me, put the link in the chat here, and then I will draw that. But you got to make sure that it's like nice and clear, so I can see like eyelashes. If you can get it that close, that's cool, but it doesn't have to be that clear. So if you could do that for me, and I will draw that one. In the meantime, like this one was one I had done. Let me see if I can find a link. I think, let me see, let me click it. No, I don't like that. Oh, Nikki! I see Nikki. Give me Nikki. Nikki's cute. Let's see. They just all the. Oh, here's a cute one. There's a couple cute ones. Yeah, you pick out the Beyonce picture that you'd like to see, because I drew. It won't let me click on it to get the link. but it didn't look like her when I was finally rendering her, and it's partially because I don't know, it just didn't look like her. You know, I'll send you a link of what I had. Yeah, that's my, you know what, that's what my problem is. I didn't look a 4K photo, but I'm gonna put that in your hands. I had drawn that one as a speed drawing, and it didn't look like her. It looked like someone completely and utterly different. I put the link in the chat of the one that I had drawn of her. But while you're looking for that, I'm going to draw somebody else so I'm not wasting too much time. Let me see. I was going to draw kids. There she is. There we go. So let me have a fresh page for some kids here. Now, some of these kids were from the Little Rascals, and then some of them are from present day. And I think I'll put her front and center because I thought she was so cute. And then, let me see. So let me make some heads. One. So these are kind of like my boundaries. Plus, it's like, I think once I have, okay, but I'm going to vary it up a bit. So I'm going to make her a little bit bigger right here. And I have no idea how to say her name. I think it's Quivanzani. I saw some way of pronouncing it, but I only caught it in passing, and I didn't get to see the movie she was in. And I also want to do a little girl from The Wrinkle in Time. She was cute. And the little girl who's in The Passage. She is becoming a favorite of mine. Yeah, in that 100 head challenge. Oh, and I forgot to put the links in. I gotta remember to do that. God, dandruff. They didn't have very many kid heads. They had a lot of Caucasian people and a handful of other races. So I guess they tried to do a mix. They tried to do a mix. I think there was like maybe 4 or 5 black people. Let's see. But this one is going to be 100% black people. Mixed is fine as well, because they are still black, in my opinion. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, so yeah, I do need some practice drawing kids. I really should zoom in on her. We grab her picture, copy image, current projects, and that way I can zoom in on her. Paste. There she is. Ah, now I got a really good shot of her face. Yeah, I kind of split my screen so that I could see both the chat and my picture, but my picture is way smaller. Okay. Before, when I was before I really knew what I was doing or had a lot of practice as a younger artist, I didn't draw kids. A lot of the people that I drew were women. and some men. And I had a problem with my men, looking like women, more effeminate, if anything. Let me see, about right there. What I'm doing is I'm measuring where the nose ends. The nose falls in between the two eyes. And if you've got a good, good spatial distance between the two, you can use your eyes. And I use the eyes as a reference a lot. That is my landmark place. If I nail the eyes perfectly, usually everything else will fall into place just fine. And so what I do is I look at the nose, and wherever the edge of the nose seems to fall, like hers seems to fall in the corner of her eye on this side, and a little bit into where the eye curves, that's where this edge of the nose is. That's the very, very edge of the nose. And then I'll just build it up from there. Even though it looks massive, the space in between, it really isn't. It's exactly in between the two eyes, where in the position of the person's head. And then you just fill in the details from there. And you're almost guaranteed not to have too big of a nose. Do the same thing with the lips. At the very corner of the lips, I take my pencil and I see where it kind of falls. Her lips on this side, and I just drop a line straight on down. This is where the corner of one side of her lips are. And then on the other side, it's about a little bit further in than the nose. So it's about right here. And so that's the other corner, and then I just fill it in. With the details. Now these are guides, just so that I knew, I wanted to kind of stay within this realm. And then from here, I can do like the head is like 5 eyes wide, mostly. So I take this eye and I measure over here and throw a line right here, and this eye right here and then I use wherever the tip of my finger is, and kind of use that as the gauge. So this is the very widest her head is going to be. Like her ears would be like right here. And then in between the two here would be where the edge of her face is. So I just take the contours of a face and add them here. It sounds kind of like hard, but once this is like the edge, and then in between is where her head would be, the edge of her head, and then the ears will stick out. And you can, it varies just just a little bit, but pretty much that's about it. It really, okay. You could make me a moderator by clicking my name, and that will make me able to put the link in the chat. Okay, cool. Let me do that. Let's see. Okay, you are now a moderator. Yeah, and Ro, if you're still there, you can help me out too. The next person that you'd like to see, go ahead and throw a link in the chat of who you'd like to see me draw or fail to draw. And I'll take you step by step on how I drew them. And it could be anybody or anything. It's got to be a head. And if you want to stick with the challenge that I'm doing, It would have to be a person of color, a black person, because this is like Black History Month, and I'm trying to close it out. So show me either, and it has to be clear. It has to be a nice, clear picture. So I can see details and see if I can get a really good likeness. And I'm going like way too slow. I need to speed it up. Let's see. So I'm going to speed this up a bit. Let me bring this down some. Oh, Jim Kelly. Okay, let me just write that down. See, the hard one of the hardest things is like searching for the person, and then you know, trying to find a really good clear picture. Dexter, I'm going to make you a moderator too, so that you can let's see, you can put a link of Jim Kelly in there, and that'll help me out instead of me having to hunt it down. Just keep in mind that it's got to be nice and clear. And I'd really appreciate your guys' help. If they've got an expression... Oh, sweet. Okay. If they've got an expression, all the better. Because I a lot of pictures here, they're all just like either a person smiling, a person not smiling, frowning, or some craziness like that. Her eyeball's just a little too big. Hopefully this doesn't throw it off too much. See, I know I didn't mean to put you guys to work. It's like, look, I just came here to get my balls licked and watch some drawings. I didn't mean to have to do some work here. I think I'm capturing the little girl pretty good. Well, we'll find a Beyonce picture. No worries. Yeah, it's making those decisions. Some people are really super easy to draw or to select, simply because it's like, ooh, nice clear picture, I'm going to do this one. But with Beyonce, I really want a really, really beautiful one. And she's got so many looks. It's just so many. It's like when you have so many choices and you don't know which one to go for, because you love them all. Okay, let's see if we can throw some of her hair in here. And I think I'm going to try to use one of these pens. I'm going to use the skinniest one. Oh, has this been open all night? Hopefully it still works. Okay, let's see. Don't you dry out on me. Don't you quit on me. I just bought you. Stupid bugs. Yeah, come on, baby, come on. Come on. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Just keep that upside down. Try the other one. Let's see. What is all the... Oh, that's her hair. That's right. Come on, Micron. Wish I could just throw some ink in this thing. There we go. Just had to talk dirty to it, that's all. And what's cool about this challenge is I've seen people who are in various stages of their artistic journey. Some of them, some of them look like really, I don't want to say bad, but, and I hate to say primitive, but they're starting out. They're just starting out. I don't even know what the term would be. Rough, or I'm not sure. But just to be nice. But and they show some improvement as they go along. They're getting better and better. But I hate how that the time constraints just really suck. So if I do this again, I'm going to give myself a little bit more time than 8 days. So I did it to myself. So what I'm doing is I'm putting down where I know the darkest lines are. And then like that lead to shadows or things like that, and just help me get her shape. And then I'll use the pencil to kind of define it better, like to add the contours and things like that. But this pen here will help me have this come out more on camera. And the cross-hatching looks a lot better on men than it does on women. And I think with the kids, I just want to use like gentle tones. She's got a little bit of a gap between her teeth, so I'm going to throw a little bit of that. Usually with teeth, I don't give too much detail to them because I don't want it to look like a hole. And then I'm going to go ahead and do some shading here. Get her eyebrows in there. I'm kind of cut off. Okay, here's her nose. And I'm just basically looking at all the shadows. A 60mm mortar. What? You gonna have some body parts all over it too? Yay, phone charging. Little victories. Okay, let's get this eye here. She's got some interesting eyes. They kind of come up at the end here. It's a little dark on this side of her face. Now the fun ones that I'm going to be doing, like Stymie and Buckwheat, they are old pictures. They're not high res at all. So those are going to be interesting. I'm pretty much just going to be going straight on by tones. And I think I wanted to incorporate some of my other pencils involved. So I think I'm going to take my charcoal pencil if I can find it. Here we go. The only thing about my charcoal pencils, I'm going to have to sharpen them after a time. So where it's completely dark is where I'm going to use this thing. And then I'm going to see if I can get my blending stub in. It's like this pencil here, my mechanical, it won't get black. And a lot of these pictures require dark tones, especially since it's black and white. It helps me to get more depth of color, depth of shape, if I can have very dark blacks and things like that in here. Let's see. See how bad this one is. I don't want to use this one because it's got like flesh tone on it. I ended up not liking how my Angela Bassett came out because I didn't like just like these little itty bitty spot colors. I should have went like balls out and just colored the whole thing in. Okay, this will be cool. Okay, so this one will be dedicated to this challenge. Challenge. There we go. And this will help me. So pretty much I'll be using three things. I'll be using the pen. Who's my favorite artist on YouTube? What is her name? Heather Rooney. She's a lot of she's does some gorgeous stuff. But she never talks. So I can't really say she's my favorite, even though I love her work. And I really want to be like her. But she doesn't give any tips. Let's see. The other one I like is, I think he's Korean. I have to look at my my list to see what his name was. I forget what he calls himself. But he does a lot of pop stars, K-pop stars, and then he's branched off into doing cartoons and anime characters. Let's see. I'll be right back. I'm going to see what his name is. Okay, no worries, Tattoo Hearts. If we don't get it today, we'll get it later. There's no rush. I've got until the end of the month. So, let's see. What was his name? I gotta find. And he's really good. But when he does live streams, his live streams are in Korean. There's no translation. Let's see. How do I get to my... Let me make this bigger. There we go. Let's see. I'm in my subscriptions. I have over 223 folks that I've subscribed to. For fun, there's a guy called Yo-Yo808. He does a lot of was it graffiti type stuff? And I'll type their names in the chat so that you guys can see some of my favorite. Drawholic! That's the dude! How'd you know? K-pop idol? I have no clue. I'm into the actors. I have a couple favorite go-to actors. One of them is, and I think I slaughter their names each and every frickin' time. It's so hard. I've drawn them. Like one of them I drew in the Catboy, Hung Young Pyo. Gosh, I forgot his name. God dandruff. I don't want to embarrass myself. Yeah, Drawholic. That's the one. Dexter, you're the bomb, man. I don't care what anybody says. Not that we've been talking about you behind your back or nothing. But yeah, he is one of my favorites. He's definitely become one of my favorites. Unmask art, I kind of like. Let's see. Emily Artful, when I'm kind of in the mood for it. Drawholic, that's his name. I'll put that in the chat. I wonder if I can just copy it and paste. Copy link address. Maybe that'll do it. Okay. Oh, you think? I don't know. Let's see if this will do it. I want to see if this will lead to Drawholic. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I can throw the link of my favorites in the channel, in the chat. Okay, so that was one of them. Okay, Yo-Yo. Let me open him and copy link address. And he's okay. He's a lot of fun. He makes a lot of noise. Young guy, just starting. I want to say he's kind of, you know, he's at that stage where he's not that great, but he's not that bad. I mean, he's definitely got his own thing going on. Emily Artful, she does some really interesting things. But she does a lot of skulls. She does a lot of just off the wall stuff. I don't want to call it horror, but hers is interesting too. It's just, and then she likes to chat and have stories and stuff. But she's entertaining. Let's see, Pick Candle, definitely I like. And let me grab Pick Candle real quick. Copy link address. I don't have like a billion of them that I like, but definitely Drawholic is definitely one of my favorites. Now, one that I'm not really sure about is Boki. Let me see. It's something about the way she colors, the way she uses her. I like that she draws from scratch. Like, you know, like some YouTubers, they will just whip out a picture that's already drawn or traced or whatever they did, and you don't see, you see them rendering it, and they call it a drawing, and it's like, no, you're rendering, you're not drawing. You traced it, and then you're rendering. I don't know. I get kind of like grr. White manga, because I've been trying to follow a lot of brothers and sisters to show them support. And let's see. There we go. This one's white manga. I don't know. I don't know. She says about the same as everybody else does. It's like she doesn't stand out to me. She does do some interesting stuff, but she doesn't. From what I remember of seeing Kersey's stuff, I didn't see much of a range. Like, there's some people that draw nothing but young people, and then, you know, they don't draw anything else. And a lot of, you know, some artists, they draw the same thing over and over again, and it's like, aren't you bored yet? With drawing the same thing. I want to draw different ages, different shapes and sizes and colors and you know, things like that. And then some people, it's like fashion models and stuff all the time. But I think I might have picked up a thing or two from her. I just can't remember. I gotta check her out again. I don't remember if I've subscribed to her though. Let's see. Elena Martinique. She might be an interesting one too. And I kind of like the ones that are prolific. Chris Samba. I wonder. Let's see. I think I've come across Chris Samba. Hold up. Let's see. There they are. Yeah, I think I have. If this is the same person, hold up. Maybe it's not. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen some of their work. It's okay. It's a lot of some interesting. I mean, I don't corner the market. When you only draw weapons of mass destruction, is that what it is? No, but yeah, yeah. I am open to definitely some suggestions and stuff. Anybody I can learn from, people who share their tips, and I am taking too long on this one face. I definitely like to watch, but I mean, Heather Rooney blew me the heck away. But she's not as prolific. I don't know if she's just busy doing other things. And from what I can tell, she doesn't really reach out to folk. Um, I don't know. But there's so many out there, and that's why I'm extremely humble and grateful that you guys took the time and came to hang out with me. Um, because I'm definitely not a professional or anything like that, but I've been at it for quite a while. Um, this is something that will end up building up. If I can get one child done today, I'll be happy. Nah. Um, but yeah, those that I can go back to and just catch a little bit of something something from them are definitely ones that I'd like to watch. Jasmine Suka. Okay. I'm going to go back and check out some of these people too. Jasmine Suka. Oh, I could just come back to my own chat and just read it. Yeah, keep them coming. Definitely, I'd love to see, and I'm really keen to see more um, people of color doing their artwork and stuff like that. Like when I was doing Crayolas, and they came out with like this Crayola challenge. And I was looking at that going, but I use Crayolas all the time, and but the challenges are the ones that get the attention. I don't understand. But yeah, I did learn a lot from watching a lot of YouTubers. Rocky Balboa. Oh yeah, if you want to smell like the jungle rat, you know. Adrian, tell me you like my drawings, Adrian. Bad. Yeah, I used to love Rocky. Oh my gosh. What kid didn't, I guess? Dexter, you mess with my nostalgia, man. You really do. You just like get my nostalgia all up in arms and stuff. It's like you make my nostalgia like all excited and junk. It's like, ooh, where's Dexter? Okay, sweet. But yeah, take your time, tattoo. Because I think with the Beyonce one, I'd like to make that nice and big. So I'll whip out like one of my other drawing books and do the special ones, like whatever you guys suggest. Wasn't Jim Kelly the? Let me get this kid's hair out the way so I can go on to something else. Luckily, she doesn't have too much going on here. Actually, I can get away with doing this since she's got black hair. I could do all the little bows and stuff, but we'll stick around with this. Look at this laziness. You know, and if we can't learn from each other, what good are we? You know, Yo-Yo gets a little bit annoying because he has like all these pop-ups and noises and stuff like that, more than the drawing. So I'm like, but he's got an audience that I guess enjoys that kind of stuff. And then I hate to call it a pet peeve because I don't know if I really believe in that word. But a lot of artists or people YouTubers, when they're like doing one of those ranting videos or whatever, they have a stupid little mascot. They don't want to show their face like me. I don't show my face. Partially because it's ugly. I'll turn people into stone. But they have these stupid little mascots, and they have like different expressions for them. And I'm like, why are you hiding behind a mascot? Why are you hiding behind a kangaroo? You're saying all these terrible things about people and stuff, and you're hiding behind a kangaroo. You know, it just makes and Yo-Yo has his own little icon and stuff like that, and it bounces. It bounces way too much. Like, I understand that some, you know, animations, you know, you show the bounce and then move, but his is constantly bouncing. Every time it changes, it bounces. It's like, stop, freaking stop. And so I have to watch his channel in moderation, his videos in moderation, because I just can't take the bouncing. It's like motion sickness. Maybe I should tell him that. Nah. But he was Bushido Brown on the Boondocks. Nuh-uh. But I thought Jim Kelly was a guy back in the 70s. The name sounds so familiar. Let me take a peek here. Images. Oh, the dude from Enter the Dragon! Yeah! I remember him. I think I got an Enter the Dragon Bruce Lee picture here. Holy crap, I remember this dude! I knew he was... oh yeah, he is tight. Let me find a really good one of him. There's so many of... And he's looking in the same direction over and over again. Where is a good one of Jim Kelly? All the pictures that I've got are really tiny. Ooh. No, I like these other ones. That's not a bad one. I like that fro and the sideburns. That is kicking. Okay, I gotta grab that. Kayak. Now he could be, what is it called? Be like Muhammad Ali and defeat every artist on YouTube. float like a butterfly and draw like a bee, right? Oh man, I wish. No, I'm not that great. I want to get there. I don't know if I'd have to just quit my life of crime and then I'll get there. I don't know. But I don't want to become so big that, you know, like some of the YouTubers, they burn themselves out. Oh, I didn't know he was still alive, actually. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I like this one with the shirt off. Give me that. Mine. Okay. I'm going to put him on my board here. Okay, I got 30 minutes. Let's see. And I want to throw him next to Angela. Angela. Where you at? Where you at? Okay. And it's a nice clear picture too. You can't go wrong. I want to draw him with this pose. Dog, I want this pose. Okay, let me see. Can I get him small enough? No, I want him to have his own page. If I can find more black martial artists. Okay, let me get his pose. This is going to be dirty. This is supposed to be a heads challenge, Kim. Draw poses later. Maybe I'll just throw like a whole bunch of martial artists on this, whether they're black or not. Gives me an excuse to draw like Jet Li and what's his name? Mike, not Mike. What the hell was his name? Chuck Norris. Grew up with Chuck Norris. He was the shit. And then everybody else put him to shame. So Chuck Norris kicked a Burger King and it turned into a McDonald's. It's funny, I'm drawing like I'm riding the bus. It's like one of these scribbles, damn it, will look like the guy. Look what the bus has done to me. And then it's like, if I time it just right, I can miss the bumps. And then when he stops at stoplights or stop signs, I can get like a couple little images in really super fast. You know, defined lines, more defined lines. Okay, here we are. Back to the chat. Moses Powell? Seriously? Okay. Alright, I'll toss him in there too. Yeah, well, we can't live forever like you, Dexter. You're gonna outlive us all, dude. You're gonna outlive us all. Sweet. And if you want tattoo hearts, you can always friend me on Facebook. You can send it to me that way if you want, or you can wait till tomorrow. I'll be on. I don't know if I'll be on bright and early, but I know I'll be on sometime this weekend. And I know I gotta hit a post office so I can get the Harley Quinn in the mail, and then I've gotta send my daughter some sweatpants that I had bought her. So it's like I'm killing two birds with one stone. But yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, you guys are more than welcome to friend me on Facebook, and we can keep up with each other. I'm going to try to do that Instagram thing. I'm just so lazy when it comes to hashtagging things, but I don't know. It's just different. This one I can just throw up there and go, hey, Kim Pinkney drawing. Nobody's going to see it, so why bother? 200 years, in dog years. Oh, damn. Well, you know what I always say. Old enough to pee, old enough for me. You know, just teasing. Not a pedophile. Not a pedophile. It's not a tumor. So if you guys draw, you can always. I'm trying to get like this YouTube. I've got an Art of Kim Pinkney Facebook. That's what it was. Art of Kim Pinkney Facebook, and I want to set it up so that people can like post their drawings and stuff too. Especially if you learned anything from me. Even if it's like, don't do what I do. Okay, that's tight. I had a kid set me up for, I think it was a kid. I can't remember. It might have been my daughter. She set me up on Facebook, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So now you guys are going to be able to open pill bottles that I can't. And, because yeah, the childproof caps and stuff that they came out with. My mom would always hand it to me or my brother, and we would have that thing open in 2 seconds. When she couldn't figure out you're supposed to push down and turn. Yeah. Childproof cap indeed. Gosh, it just kills me that a kid born yesterday, like one of my friends just had a kid, and that kid is going to know so much more than I am. Well, because I'm going to die one day, but you know, the technology wise and stuff like that with the world, but gonna be stupid with other things like how to use a rotary phone. Haha, got you there. Yeah, it's my name backwards. It's Pinkney Kimberly, all one word. Yeah, but I don't use it very often because I don't want to say I'm stupid, but it's just like I don't understand it. I mean, people seem to be using it, and I think I got a handful of followers. But I have a hard time navigating around it. And I don't know. I post things every now and then to it. It used to be easy, like doing a drawing here, and then the next thing I know, it would show up like on Twitter type of thing. And now I gotta work. I haven't been on Twitter in forever. Okay, alright, let's see if we can fix this a little bit. I'm going way too fast, and I really want to give it more. This is a picture I want to make bigger. This is not going to do it justice. Crap. I really want to do this bigger. Okay, I'm going to just settle for his face. I just need all this paper that I can get. But I am definitely going to redo this picture way bigger. Right after Ariana Grande. Remind me again why you like her? Just teasing. I should get a Tumblr. Now, if I get a Tumblr, will people be able to like download pictures? Because I've been wanting to do like coloring pictures to tease the coloring book I want to come out with. You know what? I should zoom in. That'll help. And if it's possible, I'll definitely get one. I have one. I just don't remember the link to it. Let me see if I can find my Tumblr. Let me put this down a bit. God, I remember this dude. And it kills me. There's so many pictures I want to draw. But I got all weekend to play with those now. I've been waiting for the weekend since last Sunday. Let's see. So I'll save some of the darker areas for the pen. Actually, I can use the pen now. Where's my pen? 6:11. Damn how the time flies. You guys have been like the bomb. And Dexter, I truly appreciate your suggestions. Put that down, put that here. Jim Kelly, holy crap. Making my estrogen act up. I like martial arts and I love attractive men, so. Who doesn't like a hot guy? Kill me in 7 seconds. And then go, woo! Or just give me those looks. So I can kill you in 7 seconds. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Cats was fast as lightning. Could be drawing with the pen and killing this. There's no light in his eyes. Because Chuck Norris stole it. Alrighty. Da-da-da. You know, it kills me. Babies come out of the... You can try drawing a mortar and it would look like something new. You know what? And I'd probably put a face on it. And say, I'm the bomb. Not I'm the bomb, but the mortar's the bomb. You know? Let's see. Oh, this guy is hot. Okay. If the pencil disappears, don't go looking for that hand. Sorry. Poor taste. Yeah, I'm a dirty old woman, so you guys just don't mind me. I know, the kids come out of the womb freaking able to use a mouse. Who, you know, and my poor son, my oldest, he was raised on video games. And my youngest son, he was raised on anime. It's like, don't talk to the kid, he's watching anime. He'll expect it from us. Yeah, we did things as a family. We watched Dragon Ball Z together. It would like come on at a certain time and we would stop whatever the hell we were doing and we'd go rush to go see it. We'd sit down quietly and just watch them kamehameha the shit out of each other. And then talk about it. As a family. Nah, yeah, that was awesome. Awesome when it first came out. When I was totally into it. I think I'm getting his likeness here. It's coming. I think once I throw that afro on there, then it's on and popping. He's got fro for days, yo. I like it. Let me zoom out. Alright, I got about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, so the shape. And then I'll show you guys later, tomorrow, what it all looks like, and then just go for broke. I'm gonna have fun this weekend. If I don't pop on. Let's see. I think I'll hit the post office first thing in the morning. That way I have all day to play. I know I gotta wash my clothes too. Shoot. So it'll probably end up being midday or afternoon by the time I'm able to get back home to jump on this. But I'll definitely be on like multiple times throughout the weekend, because I really want to put more detail into a lot of these pictures. Oh, wrong pen. Let's see. Here you are. Let's see if we can get those gorgeous lips. Let's see. I think I want to bring it up higher. I'm going to tilt it a little bit to make sure I'm in the same proportions here. He almost, if I take his afro and I bring it out this way, he would look like Afro Samurai. I could get away with that. Let's see. I think I should have created my own cartoon, but I don't think it would have been good for TV. You think you can beat the challenge? The 100 Faces in 8 Days. I'm thinking I could if I don't punk out. But I keep finding faces that I am so drawn to, that it pisses me off that I've got to power through this. That some of my faces aren't done, they're not finished, or in my opinion aren't finished. But it's the decisions you got to make in order to complete this stupid thing. Like one person was timing themselves, and they figured that if they did X amount of pictures in 5 minutes, they'd be able to get through the challenge. And I'm like, I don't want to give just 5 minutes to these folks. These people are amazing looking. They're striking. They're gorgeous and impressive. And then every now and then I'll catch a caption of these people, and it's just like, damn, what have I been doing with myself? I should have known about these people. You know, it's just, I don't know. Just, I'm watching this one movie where she says, when people die, I think, what is this movie called? The Haunting of Hill House. She says, one of the quotes is like, when people die, they become stories. And I started thinking about that. I'm like, huh. So it's just fascinating. And then when a person dies, you hear about somebody who dies. Like one of the monkeys died just yesterday, I think. And I'm like, man. I mean, I didn't think about him, and I haven't thought about him in like years. But you know, just knowing that there'll never be any more monkey music. You know, ever. You know, this person won't be contributing at all anymore, ever. You know, and then they've got their own stories. Everybody has a story to tell. My friend says we all have our tales to tell. But yeah, I think I could beat the challenge. It's just that I'm not going to be putting out my best work. And I guess this isn't about doing your best work. It's about doing 100 heads. It didn't say you had to have 100 good heads. It just says that you had to have 100 heads. But with me, I added to that challenge where I wanted people to be recognizable, not just a bunch of random faces. And one person, not that I'm knocking their challenge or anything like that, because we all have our own goals and things and stuff, but she's doing it electronically instead of doing it by hand. And the only gripe I have about that, or you know, opinion. Not that I want to share my opinions because everybody has one and they all stink. Like assholes. Is that you can go Control Z and you can undo your stuff. You can copy and paste and then just edit it a little bit and you can have a whole nother face. But I can't Control Z this. I can't, or Control C, copy. I can't just copy this. I have to do the work. Not saying that what she's doing is not work, but it's like, it's not the same as sitting down and sweating over a sketchbook when you can whip out 4 or 5 faces in 2 seconds and then just change the eye color. Not saying that that's what she's doing, but I don't know. It's just I guess I've been watching too many of other people's challenges and then being like, oh no. I heard of artists having a 600-page sketchbook challenge and they had to fill every page in 3 months. Yeah, I saw this other lady do the same thing. It may have been the same person. And she was a hot mess afterwards. By the time she got to the end, I mean, she started getting kind of creative with some of it. But can you honestly look at the quality and say, this is awesome? I mean, it's like, some of it, I was looking at her work and I go, if you didn't put that kind of pressure on yourself, can you imagine how it could have turned out instead? Oh yeah, see, this is where it can be fun, where you're just doing the squiggles and you're just going with the time and just relaxing a bit. Get some music and maybe a glass of wine and just chill with you and a hot, young looking guy. And I gotta go to work. If the pen hand disappears, don't go looking for it. Nah. I mean, it's interesting, some of these challenges, and they do get attention, but it's like, it's like, you have a 600-page book, but you could have filled it with stuff that you gave more thought to, more insight to. I almost think it's a waste. I mean, I did this one challenge. I've got a playlist of it. It's the Zoya challenge, and I came up with some really good stuff. I had one of those time challenges where I had to fill a book up in, a handful of time. I think within a month. I think it was like, I had to do, I can't remember what the exact challenge was. I got to look at my own little stream to see what it was, but it was definitely to fill up a sketchbook. And I've got the sketchbook like right here. Let's see, it was a drawing challenge, and I had to do 31 pictures. I had to do like a picture a day. And then, I mean, I would sit down and I would do this. Let's see. I opened it July 19th and closed it September 1st. And so I can't remember, was it July, August, September? So did I have 3 months to do this? I can't remember. But the quality of some of this stuff, all I remember is I had to fill this thing up fast. And I'd look at some of the stuff and I go, if I had more time, if I didn't rush myself, I have to look again to see what the exact parameters of the challenge was. But I knew I had to fill up this book. And then I look at some of it and it's like, I don't know. Speeding forced me to do different things, but I also came up with some awesome stuff. So I don't know. a challenge like that. This one was one of my most popular videos ever. And I just think back at it, and I don't know. Was it worth it? You know, it was fun because I wasn't by myself. But, oh, thank you, Dexter. Let's see. You got to turn your heater on. I want to turn my air conditioner on. It is so damn hot in here. You're right. The more detail I put into it, the longer it will take me, and I'll miss the deadline. Yeah, you're right. But they had to fill every page in 3 months, and it's like Vic Moore. Nuh-uh. What? Okay, Vic Moore. Will do. All right, so this is as far as I've gotten today. I don't want to miss this bus. It's Friday, and this weekend, you guys, I'll see if I can send some sort of message. I don't know how they do that message. You see them on YouTube all the time where people are doing questions or sending messages or whatever, and I don't know how to do that. Eventually I'll learn. But anyway, here's where I am today. So I only really got 2 pictures in because I like talking to you guys. You're too freaking awesome. So this one right here was Jim Kelly, and I forget what her name is. Let me see if I can spell it. It was Q-U Vinzane Wallace, I think. I'll fix that if it's wrong, and then I'll just add more kids here around the sides and stuff. But yeah, I'm having fun with this, but still, you know, I want to put more detail into it. I don't want to rush and just bully my way through it. But anyway, you guys, I will see you on the morrow, and we'll see. Maybe I'll come across one that is, why is it hot in my room? Is it summer for you? It may as well be as Florida. It's sweltering right now. I'll see you guys later. It's 6:28. I gotta go brush what's left of my teeth and go to work. So I'll talk to you guys later, and be super in your world. Kick ass. And we'll see you on Saturday and Sunday. Bye-bye. And Tattoo Hearts and Dexter and Ro, you guys, thank you so much for popping in and hanging out with me. I really, truly appreciate it. Take care.